Are you guys all set?
We're ready.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Pete Newsham. I'm the Chief of Police here in Prince William County. Right around 10 o'clock this morning, our officers received a call for service at the Westminster Senior Living Center for a man in distress who wanted to kill himself and was armed with a knife. When officers arrived on the scene, they were able to enter an apartment. They were confronted by the man with the knife. The man lunged at the officers. The officers had to resort to the use of their firearms while they were in the apartment. Also in the apartment was one of the seniors. She was in the back of the apartment. The male with the knife went after her as well. The officers had to fire their weapons again. At the end of the day, we had one adult male who was killed by our officers. No injuries to the officers, and the senior who lived in the home, it looks like she had some stab wounds, but she also had a gunshot wound. She was taken to a local hospital where she's being treated, and we've been told by the hospital that she's in serious but stable condition. It looks like this is a domestic situation. It looks like the senior and the young man who was killed are related by way of she was his grandmother. And the thing that I will caution you all is the information that I'm providing to you right now is preliminary in nature. More information will obviously come forward as time progresses. This investigation will be headed by the Critical Incident Response Team. They will conduct an investigation into the shooting, and then when they've completed their investigation, they'll present it to the Commonwealth's attorney for review. And once that process is reviewed, it will come back to the Prince William County Police Department for an administrative review to see if it was within policy. The two officers are involved. One is a veteran. One of them has about 18 months on. The two officers will be on administrative leave until further notice. Do you all have any questions? Before we do that, the Executive Director of Westminster would like to make a statement, and then I can answer any questions that you have.
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon. I'm Kira Wooten, the Executive Director here at Westminster at Lake Ridge. First, I want to say that our hearts go out to the resident who was involved in this incident this morning. I also want to share that thanks to Prince William County Police Department, the incident was quickly contained and underseen at the scene. I also want to share that our employees and staff and residents are well taken care of and have support measures in place by our community chaplains. And we will, here at Westminster at Lake Ridge, continue to provide support to Prince William County Police Department as they conclude their investigation. Thank you.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Have you gotten any calls about the man and the grandmother before? Any domestic incidents between them?
None that I'm aware of at this location.
Do you have an age for the grandson?
At 26 years old.
Can you tell us where the grandson lived?
Where he lived?
Yeah.
His information, his identity his identity has to be verified. When that's verified, we'll release his name and his last known address.
Okay.
Sorry.
Was he in a state of mental duress?
I can't say with certainty, but it appears that way. It sounds like he was in crisis. That was the nature of the call that we received. The call that we received, the person was very frantic, and it appeared from his behavior that he was in crisis.
And was a call from the resident?
It was from the residents, yes.
And that she was by herself in the apartment?
No, there was one other person in the home at the time.
Okay. And that person wasn't injured?
Not injured, yes, thankfully.
Not injured, okay. And can you tell us what time the call came in?
Around a couple minutes before 10, and then officers were on the scene within minutes, so they responded very quickly.
Did that also include members of that, I believe you call it the co-responder unit?
The co-responder, because this evolved so quickly, our co-responder unit was not able, it was a very dynamic situation. Okay. They were unable to get to the scene.
Can you just talk about how difficult and challenging it is to respond to domestic related incidents for officers? What type of
Yeah, that's a great question, and I got to tell you, since I've been out here in Prince William County, coming up on into my 5th year out here, you would not, maybe you would be surprised how often our officers are responding to people in crisis. The majority of the police officers here in Prince William County receive what's called crisis intervention training, which is specifically designed to teach our officers how to deal with folks in crisis. They de-escalate situations on a regular, routine basis. And in this particular instance, unfortunately, they were unable to do that. I heard the executive director mention condolences for the family. This is tragic. You know what I mean? For the grandmother, for the mother of this 26-year-old who's lost his life. And then we also have 2 officers involved. And the last thing in the world that these officers wanted to do when they came to work today was to be in this type of an incident. So it's horrible, it's tragic. I was very proud of the response by the agency to get here very, very quickly, to eliminate the threat, and to hopefully the senior who was in the apartment, she'll make a full recovery as a result of that.
So she's doing, do we expect her to survive?
I 100% hope that she does. Like I said, when she's a senior, she's got a serious injury. She's been taken to a local hospital, and the preliminary indications is that she's stable and she's going to be okay. And I certainly hope that's the case.
And can you confirm her age?
I don't have her age at this time, so.
But how many shots were fired?
We don't. That's something that CIRT will get to the bottom of exactly how many shots were fired. Multiple shots were fired, though, I can tell you that.
And to confirm, Chief, they were in a private apartment. Is that right, and not a common area of the facility?
They were in a privately owned apartment, yes, at the facility. All right, thank you all very much.